Good morning, class. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend with your families. I'm super excited to start a new chapter. We are still in Unit 9, so we are still learning about food and buying and goods and being a consumer. We're just going to be reading a story this week. And as always, we are going to start with our vocabulary words. So if you don't have your reader, go ahead and go grab your reader. And we're going to be on page 130. Go ahead and open up your book until it looks like Miss Harmon's. All right, my friends, the words this week are a little bit more fun than the ones last week. At least I think so, along with the story. So our first word, let's look here, right up here. Okay? And let's look at this word and let's think about the sounds that we see in this word. So I see d, d, d. Go ahead and take a minute and think about what this word might mean. Also, take a minute to look at the pictures. What happened to the rabbit? What happened to the pretzels? Go ahead and take a minute, think about and say out loud what this word might mean. And then we're going to say it together. The word is disappeared. So when something is gone, when something disappears. So a lot of times when you put a plate of cookies in front of a lot of kids or a lot of students, they disappear because the kids will eat them super fast. And sometimes things can disappear quickly. Sometimes they can disappear slowly, just depending on what it is. And so if we look at this first picture right here, we see the rabbit here, and then it's gone. And so the sentence says, the rabbit disappeared. So the rabbit is now gone. We see the rabbit and now we don't. The next sentence says, the pretzels disappeared. Again, look, we see pretzels right here, and then we don't see any pretzels over here. So disappeared, meaning something is gone. And we can't see it or it vanishes. Let's think about the syllables in the word disappeared. Remember, a syllable is a sound. So how many sounds do we hear in the word disappeared? Let's go ahead and count them together. Are you guys ready? Hands up. Disappeared. How many sounds do you guys hear in the word disappeared? That's right, 3 sounds. It's a longer word, so there are 3 syllables in the word disappeared. Remember, disappeared means something that's gone from view or vanishes. So my sentence for disappeared is going to be kind of just what I said. The cookies disappeared from the kitchen after the kids woke up. Cookies disappeared from the kitchen after the kids woke up. There, sorry guys, let me make it a little bit bigger for you. So the cookies disappeared from the kitchen after the kids woke up. So Miss Harmon stayed up late last night baking cookies for my whole family and for myself. And then I woke up in the morning and they had disappeared. They were all gone because my entire family ate all the cookies before Miss Harmon could have any of them. So go ahead and pause the video and think of a sentence that you could write for the word disappeared. It could be that the chicken nuggets disappeared, or the cupcakes disappeared, or I don't know, maybe your dog disappears sometimes when they go outside. Go ahead and take a minute and write down your sentence. All right, my friends, welcome back. We're going to go on to our next vocabulary word. So our next vocabulary word, let's go ahead and let's look at these pictures. In this picture, I want you to say, I see. All right, in this first picture, I see, it looks like a man who's sitting maybe at a restaurant. And then this lady maybe looks like she's giving him something. Maybe he's the consumer and she is selling something to him. And it looks like he is giving her money. And if we look at this one over here, I see a lady and a man, but they're dressed a little bit differently than the first picture. I see this lady in a suit and I see this man in a suit. And then he's handing her something. What could that possibly be? I think it might be a check of money. So our second vocabulary word, my friends, is the word earned. Go ahead and say it with me. Earned. The word earned means that you get money or you get something or a service. Once you have completed a task or you completed work, you earn money. So it looks here that she did a service for him. Maybe she made a cake for him. Maybe she made some cupcakes for him. And then he paid her for it. So she earned some money. Just like the sentence says. She earned some money. Now in this one, it looks the same. She's giving a check to him. So maybe he did something for her. Maybe he either he made her something or he did some work for her and then he earned some money. So these people in these pictures have done something in order to earn some money. You can also earn different things. So like we're doing our distant learning. Maybe your parents have told you that if you do all of your work that Miss Harmon has sent you, then you can earn free time, such as playing on your iPad or going outside or baking cookies. Miss Harmon is really wanting some cookies right now, so I like to talk about eating cookies. But you can earn a break or you can earn free fun time when you do your work first. That is the word earned. Now let's look at our sentence again. And let's count our syllables. Remember, syllables are sounds in a word. All right, guys, ready? Earned. Good job, guys. Earned only has one syllable. All right, my friends, now we're going to go ahead and make our sentence. The student earned free time on her iPad because she finished all of her work. Okay, my friends, you guys can go ahead and write the same sentence as Miss Harmon, or you guys can come up with your own sentence. Remember, earned means that something that you've gained in exchange for works, goods, or services. So we can, like your mom and dad, earn money when they go to work, and so does Miss Harmon, and then you guys can earn things that you enjoy, like iPads, movies, games, going outside once you have done something for your parents, whether it's done your work or done all of your chores or helped with the dishes. There's different ways you can earn things that you like. Okay, guys, go ahead and pause the video and go write down your sentence and draw your picture. All right, my friends, welcome back. We are on our third vocabulary word for this week. All right, let's look at the word. Okay, we see it says the G sound. Okay, let's look at these pictures. This picture looks familiar. Remember from last week, what did we learn about? That's right, my friends, farmers markets. We learned about the farmers market. So I see a lady with lots of fresh produce behind her, and she's selling it from her farm, possibly. And then I see this picture over here. What do we see in here? Go ahead and take a minute and talk about what you see in this picture. I see clothes of different colors and different displays. It kind of looks like a clothes store, like maybe Target or Walmart or a different clothes store that you like to go to as well. And let's go back to our vocabulary word. The word is goods. Say it with me. Goods. Good. Let's go ahead and count the syllables. Ready? Goods. How many, my friends? That's right, only one syllable in the word goods. Let's read our sentences. The market sells goods. So the market sells goods like fresh produce and different types of food like eggs, or there are also some places that make fresh juice. I like to buy beef jerky at the farmer's market. So there's all different kinds of goods at the market. And this picture, the sentence is, the store sells goods. Goods is just something that is sold. And so when you go to a store like Target, Target sells lots of goods, such as medicine, groceries, clothes, toys, video games. Those are all goods at Target. So my sentence is going to be, Target sells a lot of different goods. For example, they sell medicine, groceries, and toys. So go ahead and take a minute to either copy Miss Harmon's sentence or make a sentence on your own. Pause the video and then draw a picture. Now for our fourth vocabulary word, let's go ahead and look at these pictures and see what we might see. So take a minute and say, I see, and you may say, I see a silver coin, or I see money, or some of you might already know which coin this is. This is the quarter, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. So we use money such as quarters in order to pay for our goods when we go to the grocery store. Of course, nowadays, usually parents pay with a type of credit card or debit card, so we don't see a lot of cash and coins as much as we used to. However, you can still use coins and cash to pay for your goods. So let's say the word together. Say quarter. Good job. Let's go ahead and count the syllables in the sound quarter. All right, ready? Quarter. How many syllables did you hear? I heard 2 as well. Good job. Let's go ahead and read the sentences. The first one says, a quarter is a coin. A quarter is 25 cents. Okay, guys, remember, a quarter is 25 cents. Let's go ahead and write our sentence. My sentence will be, a quarter is a coin that is worth 25 cents. All right, guys, go ahead and take a minute to either copy Miss Harmon's sentence or write a sentence on your own and pause the video. All right, my friends, for our last word, we're going to look at this word right here. We're going to look at the pictures. And something I find a little strange in these pictures is there's a picture of a peach and a picture of a paper. And then I start to look closer at each picture and think, what is the same in both those pictures? That could mean the same word. Let's look at here. I notice that the page has nothing written on it, and that the peach has nothing on it. No marks, no bruises, nothing. So let's go back to our vocabulary word here. All right, guys, say it with me. Unblemished. Unblemished. Go ahead and say it again. Unblemished. That's a longer word. And what unblemished means is that there is no marks, nothing on whatever it is. So you see here, the peach is unblemished because there are no bruises, there's no marks, there's nothing on this peach at all. It's just a peach. And then this sentence says, the page is unblemished, which means that these pages are blank. So it's just paper with nothing written on it, no marks, nothing. If you guys remember our vocab word from a couple weeks ago when we were at school, blotches. So blotches means that there are spots on your skin or on a piece of paper or on a peach. And the opposite of blotches means that something is unblemished with no markings at all. Let's go ahead and count the syllables in the word unblemished. All right, let's do it with me. Unblemished. Unblemished has 3 sounds. Let's go ahead and write our sentence. Our sentence is going to say, my skin is unblemished because I did not get any blotches from the paint. So if I painted my bedroom or the kitchen in my house and I didn't get any paint on me whatsoever, that means my skin would be unblemished because I would have no blotches of any paint on my skin. All right, guys, let's go over our words one more time. Disappeared, earned, goods, quarter, and unblemished. Make sure you guys are writing all of your sentences and drawing your pictures. I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.